We're going to open in prayer. To us quickly before we start. Thank you.
Bawengcwele siyabonga Thixo wethu ophakemeyo, Thixo wethu olungileyo. Siyabulela ke Jehova, Thixo wethu xa ungekho siyabulaleka kodwa xa ukhona wena sikubema konke kuhamba kakuhle. Sibulela Thixo wethu ezi ideas ezinhle ozithi chapha ebantwaneni bakho zinhle Thixo wami, siyazithanda siyazamkela xa singena Moya Ngcwele kulo mqhamshono Thixo wethu welunch kunyaka wokuqala kwi-entrepreneurs Thixo wethu emva kokusebenza bebulaleka wabeka umbono emntwaneni wakho sithi ngena nathi ke Nkosi ube nguThixo ulawule kule ndawo. Siyabonga ngoba seyimpumelelo ngokuba khona kwakho nangokuba khona kwethu nangokuhlangana kwethu sonke beyimpumelelo iqhubeke somandla njalo bagcina abantwana bakho emihleni yonke yokuphila kwabo emhlabeni egameni likaYesu waseNazaretha. Amen.
Amen and amen. One of the things that I want to share is last year when the COVID started, the beginning of 2020, it was in March when the COVID started, and in January I had been called to speak at the Hirsch's. I don't know whether you guys know Margaret Hirsch from the Hirsch stores. I normally open in the year to come speak, just to speak and motivate the ladies. And one of my topics that I talked about in that year was having a tough skin for 2020. And at that time, I had spoken about this having a tough skin, not knowing that for March, 2 months down the line, we would have a pandemic starting. So one of the things that and why I'm saying that is the importance of words. I encourage people that time to have a thick skin. And I think it's because of that tough skin that I was talking about then that I'm even standing here today as an entrepreneur. Well, there's a word or there's something, a slogan that I have for 2023 for entrepreneurs. And that slogan is saying hashtag, this business is my business. And why am I saying that? I'm saying that so that people can be motivated to make the business work. You have to remind yourself that this business is my business. It's up to me to make sure that it works. It's up to me to make sure that there's revenue each and every single month. It's up to me to make sure that a business model, yeah, you're right. I've made sure I've gone on a drawing board. I've done a strategy. How do I want this business in 23 to look like? So I'm hoping that as much as these words, they might be so small or so, this business is my business, but take it for yourself as entrepreneurs. To say, if this business is small, go medium, go large, wherever the journey you are in, and has value. But remember and continue to tell yourself, this business is my business. I have to make sure that I put in the time. I have to make sure I put in the plans. I have to make sure that it works and it continues to move. In 1,000 days, or 2,000 days, it must continue and striving. You must want your business to strive. So I'm so honored today that I've got people who have walked the mile, who've walked the journey, that I'm so pleased to watch them as they grow as well in front of me. And they've been part of my journey as well for quite some time. I've got here today the owner of Sisters Fellas. She's going to tell us a little bit of her journey, who she is. I don't want to do the justice of introducing herself. She's going to let us know exactly who she is, where is she from. But she's a global brand. A global brand. And she's taken herself to say, this business is my business. Not just now, it's been some time. And she's going to share how she has built this massive business that she's growing day by day. Thank you so much.
Hi guys. First of all, I'd like to say apologies for having a phone in my hand. We don't carry cards anymore, so we write all the notes on the phone. So if I refer to my phone, it's not as if I'm answering a WhatsApp. I'm referring to my notes. Okay guys, I am Makosazana Jangase from a brand name called Sisters Fellas. We're a clothing design firm. We have 3 divisions. The first one is custom making, which is based in Potchefstroom, Durban, and also in Kamalake. That's where we customize all these beautiful wedding gowns, the Miss South Africa type of garments, the matric bands. And then we also have a CMT, which is a cut, make, and trim. There is a factory. Also on that one, our clothing, that's what we do, our clothing, which is found at Edgar stores, selected Edgar stores, including the suit that I'm wearing right now. Yes, wow. You can look at me. Wow. Okay. And then also the third division, we have SIE Fashion School, which I'm co-partnering with my sister Belekucho, the one in red. It is also based in Potchefstroom. And then we have South Coast Designers, where we incubate all the fashion designers which are based within the South Coast area. So if you're not in the database, you're losing us on a lot, because we are the next fashion council that is about to surface very big. So if you want to be part of the council, please come and subscribe. Okay, we can start with the talk of today about Hello. We can start about topic here, entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurship is advert. Should I give you a break? Oh, okay. Okay. Entrepreneurship is a very big and bold topic. It depends on you as an individual. How do you take it? Everyone who is in business is an entrepreneur. It depends on the scale that you want to classify yourself. What you think, as long as you can think it, it means you can do it. Your brain will never allow you to think something that you cannot do. For the fact that it said, this I can do, you need to figure it out how to get to that. You said when you pray to God, please, because I can't see you, give me tips, give me answers, show me. God is showing you through what you think. Now you already have started your cooking business, you have started your decoration company and motivational company, whatever company that you guys are engaged in. It's up to you now to take that seed, plant it in the right soil. Plant it in the right soil and also engage yourself 110% in it. Make sure to umsebenzi owenzayo, you see it through. Ungabi khona isikhathi where, is it okay if I speak also in Zulu, guys?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Nozi. Okay, so I'm used to my student laphayana akhuluma isingisi, so we will die if that at school, and if bengekho will be like, oh, today we're teaching in Zulu. Okay, what is important is that when you plant that seed, when I say see it through, you need to nurture it. Ngiyazi ukuthi into if it's a stage so ukuthi usafuna ukuthi iphume abantu bayibone. That is the hardest time, because even yourself you still can't see it, but you still need to convince people to see it while you don't see it yourself. So that's why you need to start engaging my platforms that are open within the spectrum somsebenzi owenzayo. For an example, I'll ask, what type of a business are you doing? Sorry?
Accounting and tax.
Accounting and tax. For an example, your business, if you did not tell me, I wouldn't know. I would literally be drowning in what in business learning. I'll be sitting with you in the room and I wouldn't know that you are the person that can help me. How do I know? By you coming forward and say, oh guys, thank you Nozi for giving us this platform. This is what I do. So we know that if we need your services, then we can be able to do what? To access them. But you need, your business says you need to talk. And Unlike me, my business says I just need to wear, look beautiful and be like, oh, you're looking so nice. I'll be like, I made it. I don't have to say much, but you need to say a lot for us to know that you can. Especially like you're saying, accounting, immediately I'll think, oh, this person is expensive. Accounting. She's gonna start counting how much her mother was paying when she was studying, and then she's gonna charge me so much to find out that no, it's a small amount. You understand, guys? For an example, guys, you are still young and have small businesses. For example, like Zizo. As a business person, it's very important to have things like business plans, to have business profile, to have your CV. Make sure that the company that you have complies, not just for the government, but complies as a whole. Because you may never know, you may have to go to him and ask for funding or ask for sponsorship. How are you going to go there if you don't have all the paperwork? So what kills our businesses as young people, I'm no longer young, but I'm saying young. Thank you. NYDA kicked me out a long time ago. So as young people, that's where we get it wrong. First of all, the first thing that you need to do for your business is to do what? When you were calling planting the seed. You need to make sure you properly register your business. You go and do all the CKBE certificate, CSD. Make sure that you are in all the databases that exist that are in your field. If you are not in any database, don't say government or private institutions are not helping you. You are not helping yourself first by not being in that database. Because they do contact people. I used to say, oh, no, I don't need funding. I can do this on my own. That day I received free money. I was like, I'm not going back. So guys, free money is out there. Ask me how. Comply. Yes. Comply. If you want to know how to comply, just go in your field and just get a tender document that you know you're not looking for that job. They'll give you a checklist. Start working on the checklist. That's how I made sure that I comply 100% in my field. I went and took a tender document and I started, oh, okay, I need to register a company. I registered. They need a BE, I did. SACS, I did that. CSD, I did that. Then my qualifications, oh, I have a national diploma in fashion design. Thank you very much. Thank you. I make sure it is there. And then the rest of the documents that they want, I make sure. At this point where I am standing, I am an international fashion designer. You may not know me, but I'm known overseas. Thank you very much. Okay, again, we have, like I said, we have a program that is called South Coast Designers. We also make sure that we apply for them so they get equipment, free equipment. So being part of a forum or a society or a council, it will help you in your field. You need to know where your council or within your field is. So you can get all the help that you can get. So those who are within my wing, yes, South Coast Designers, I've even taken them to Seychelles for free, flights paid for, accommodation. They went to 5 islands to showcase everything for free, including the designs that they did. Fabric was bought for them. So it goes back to what? It goes back to you need to know where you belong. You need to plant your seed umhlabathi all right. But umhlabathi all right, uma ngabe ukufica wena ungekho ready, you're still not going to see that you're in the right soil. You're still not going to see that. Uma lapha ngicela ukubuza ukuthi wenza eliphi business yena? I don't have to ask you. It's your work. Stand so they can see you. See guys. So Miss Nozi, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry kuyenza kanje lento. So ma ngimnikeza i-challenge yokuthi nawe ngimnikeza i-challenge yokuthi nibone ukuthi ngokulandelayo what business you can do together. Mhlawumbe ugqokisa abantu abathile bazobebelana, expose yourself. Nimbonile ngani guys? Our suspended still gonna go to matric dance next year. You still gonna go to your own wedding next year. She's here. Thank you, ma. She's here. So that's the nice thing. So you have someone who's gonna do what? Who's gonna take care of your financial needs. She's here. A simple thing, to even do your financials. Who does their financials here? That's good. Can you see, out of only 2 do their financial, which means Usaris when you get up to date. Oh, when's up? See, Zizo, I'm not putting a challenge on you. I know you have your own person.
No, I'm an accountant student, so
oh, that's why it's up to date. See, she's a cheater. Okay, guys. So that's where this thing comes. So, like you guys, what business do you do?
I do what?
You do?
What?
Oh yes. I'm coming to water. It's a very big one. Yes, Sissy. Next. Bakery.
Artist.
Oh, makeup.
Oh, no, I don't say
We are more good Sissy, Orani Crash. So, education. So, guys, can you see how nicely mixed we are? Again, it's a new was introduced, so I'm not gonna jump the gun. Can you see how nice we are so mixed without excluding me? She's teaching fashion. She's in fashion. She's an accounting student.
I'm not here for accounting.
Oh, you're here for which one?
I'm here.
Today. So see, she does bedding. She does what? Hair. You have a fashion show. You have a graduation. What happens? You hire her to come and do what? The hair for your models. She comes and does what? Makeup for your models. What does she do? She can come and sponsor probably the ushers with dresses. And then she can come with branded water, written SID Fashion School. And then at the end, she can do what? They can make sure that all the finances are well balanced. And hospitality. See, you come with catering or deco.
Country lodge.
Okay, then we have a place where we can host the event. Guys, our next event, we all hosting our next event. Guys, we are all hosting our next event. She has a place, we have services. Why can't we? So can you see that we all need each other? We all need each other to survive. We just hosted a fashion show. Had Nozi done this before our fashion show, unfortunately it was last Sunday. You guys will literally be there. I'm not joking, I know, I pay.
Yes.
I pay. I don't do for free, I pay. I was gonna literally, but for the next ones, guys, I will take contacts from Nozi, and then hopefully you can travel to KZN, because I'm in KZN. You can, ne? Okay. Yeah, this year it was in market. Next year we will look for a more up-class venue.
Well cost.
Well cost.
Yeah.
If now I'm negotiating, if I'm gonna get it for free. And then if we're in one course, which means she's gonna provide accommodation, then we start paying. Did you hear? Then we start paying.
I forgot they pay also.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what.
So
Why not?
why not? So guys, my point here was it's very important for us as we are doing this lunch to know each other, to know each other's businesses. So after when it's time to have a meal, we really have a good networking sessions where we have a meal over what we really are talking about. And one mistake that you need to make sure is to not make false promises. Just have a nice talk, exchange numbers, but do not hold grudges if nobody calls you after here because they might have been speaking to you because you are just sitting next to them. So it's very important that we as business people, we take this out of here and then we take it to greater heights. By the time we have the second edition, what will be happening? We will be talking a different talk. Okay, guys.
Yes.
So as I'm about to wrap up, it was nice meeting you guys. I hope that your businesses will succeed. I hope that, for an example, she's doing water. It's a very, very precious commodity in South Africa, in the world, everywhere. For the fact that you are, listen, when it's time for drought, you'll be my friend like this. Because I know I won't run out of water. So mark me as one of your best friends already. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for letting me your ear. I've made a decision not to bore you with all this talk with big English and you know, so I was like, I need to engage with you guys and not just speak on top of you guys and be one of you and be with you. So thank you very much, Nozi, for inviting me, and then let's do this again.
Yes. Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, what a blessing. Thank you so much always, also for that. Sisters, fellas, you know, sometimes abantu, you can't always express really who you are as an individual. You know how many people she's mentored, how many people she's taken their brands from another level to another when you're talking about fashion. And she's just from here, Malake, at Port Shepstone, you know. So don't downplay who you are. What she's saying about having those dreams, if those dreams are inside of you, then that means that they can have the possibility to flourish and come out of you and become that thing that you want and you want to see. You can manifest them and they can be the best entrepreneur that you can be, always. Now, you know what, I come from very humble beginnings and I'm not the best speaker that there is out there, but I knew that this is something that I want to do, you know, and through the practice, through the journey, I'm becoming that which God wants me to be. Thank you so much. One part I'm taking from you is the right soil at the right time. You know, I'm taking that with me today. That's the golden nugget. Thank you so much for telling us more about your journey. Before Abantu will introduce, I want everyone to just stand up. Bashigama. That day is my neighbor. She's an entrepreneur of note, that lady there. She makes all the traditional hats, as hats. She makes by hand, she sews her own clothes. Because in a swag, you know, and design. That's why we click and we get along so much. But she sells mobile fridges. If you need like sliding doors, she'll be able to provide those. She's just an entrepreneur. She sells even perfumes as well. You know, so I want us to go around quickly, just a few seconds. And then we'll, before we move to the next speaker. Thank you so much.
All right.
Igama nguNtombi Mquntayo. Ndisuka eZitha Accountants. Ndilapha eMsizazwe e-office.
Thank you.
I'm going to one day they say name, Uktara Sene Dlamini, Rana in Fresh on host. Rana don't fresh. Ewa host.
Bizana and
My name is Tumega Mkoboti. I'm founder and the director of Matai Black Queen, which is training as Lapa Joyce Prepared Water. We do water, purified water for events, funerals, zonke nje izinto ezifuna amanzi. Thank you.
Ndizuma kumahlangeni ngagrisha igama apha ngabafane neighbor kaNosi ndenza iyathunga.
Hello, Nozibele Solution. I am the co-founder of SA Professional School as well as the Liquid Tour. What we do is we custom make garments for all types of occasion under our Liquid Tour. And then inside Professional School, that's where we teach and groom upcoming designers with everything that has to do with fashion. So abantwana bethu, we expose them into market access. We make sure that when they are done studying, they know which avenue suits them. Thank you.
My name is Zizo. I am a hairstylist. Well, I'm a startup. I started this year at the beginning of the year. I was doing my final year and I was studying from home, so I decided to just do whatever, So I was paying hair. I've been doing that. So this year I decided to just open a business and start being serious about it, and it's been going really good. And since I completed my studies now, I'm also helping small entrepreneurs with invoicing, quotations, posters. So I'm kind of like all over the place, but I'm basically doing it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mrs. Mkobota is Cuba. She was about 122. Hospitality, accommodation, and hospitality. Yeah. Country lodge. And then it's traditional and Western. Ine-features ezinhle kakhulu, jacuzzi bafuna ingekho phezulu engafumana ngapha, ine-features, intle. Sinayo i-accommodation ukuthi isesikhumba, and then sine-events, sokuyihholo enkulu. Uzawuyibona nazinento zethu World Coast Casino uyayiva simane siyofumana ulwazi phambi lapho nomane beyasijonga uba ngaba senza kakuhle because abafuni siwehlise umgangatho loo nto esinyusa umgangatho okoko because siyazi uba asifuni uphoxa abantu. So siyazi-host conferences, events, weddings, bed and breakfast, anything oyifunayo ikhona, ukutya kumnandi kuhle. Kangangoba ndizojonga apha uba ngaba bapheka ngale ndlela esenza ngayo ngapha ezilalini na.
Thank you. Thank you. Siyabulela kakhulu. I just want to even thank Zizo because all the posters you saw leading up to this event were all done by that lady Zizo over there, and it's an honor to meet you today as well. So in your entrepreneurship, your network, okay, there's this person, so you must refer someone. You must refer and tell about their story to someone else as well.
I've just started White Cross Sun in July. When I look here, it's more like an organization, White Cross Sun event. I can see a lot of people that I've been in contact with. The question is, my boss does not know that I'm here. How come I get in the White Cross Sun? Only party name of 34. So I got John, wait a minute. We are in the chat. It's because I'm here to support Nozibele. I'm currently working with her with her entrepreneurship. Because she's been very, very persuasive to enter into the space and make a difference. We have recently started a program with her of coaching and mentoring entrepreneurs that we currently house as one concern abanye as part of the enterprise development program. Abanye they suppliers, whatever we order to them, it's either the services or the goods. Tuesday. I just had something I shared with them, but in a lighter way, but how can we get it in detail? By heart, I love when women participating in business. Number one, for you to be South African, you need to be identified. Hence, about the identity documents. There are two types of identity documents as a trial in South Africa. As yes, a confirmation, but as yes, identify two persons, two legal persons. It's a natural person and a juristic person. Those are the two people who make this country work. How do you define these two people? Let's start with the natural person. For you to live, to breathe, to walk, to sleep, whatever activity with all your rights, it's because you're a natural person. You need an identity document. And how many numbers? 30 numbers. This kind of a person is a person who breathes, who eats, who thinks, walk. When I on the land of country, he makes the country move, makes everything move, everything has life because there's this natural person. The unfortunate thing about the natural person is that the day figure, it's because he counts down here. Once it's countdown, it's never count up. But this countdown is different because roller coaster. Ikala ulele, ulala ngulele nezandla zivalekile. You start to lale ngeseshi mama at some stage yasukuma. Your first step usuma ukubenzi endlini. But to the countdown. This countdown, first step to a countdown. Because the last step is I'm so let's see you are as much as one step. That's a natural person. There is a number for a natural person. The legacy of a natural person is seen in tombstone. If you happen to be lucky enough that or your family will be able to put up a stone of remembrance, say, Yakali countdown, 19 that person can only live up to that much according to those days. So let's count down. This person, although against anything to develop anything, is the same person who consumes everything. They can be givers, but they are also consumers. Those are natural persons. Because they are great thinkers. You see landscape of any horizon in place because a natural person is there. But the unfortunate thing is that we are pela. Balundo pelela na nilila nonke sweleka. Nalela nonke. Xa sweleka collectively. Mandela. Upintroduce akubo. Do you know that Mandela ubona every day? But I say when I say body man was a natural person. Don't be reminded of them every day. Don't be to such an extent, you know that abantwana abangateachwa ngokwezi subjects esikolweni. If history will not include igama lakhe, they would actually use imali kangangokuba iyisebenzisa. No matter how much you can try to magnify, at the end of the day, a natural person perishes from the day ezalwe conceive when bezawuphela very soon. Ingatry mhlawumbi ke nutritionists, doctors, specialists, medical aid. Medical aid is only there to give us a certain hope that we don't know izawuphela balonke. At least medical aid. Zityebile ezo companies. But do you know that zingangatyebi udlula funeral parlors? It's because the natural person will perish. We are here today because I think we need to take care of the second person, the juristic person. If we are trying to product, the products, mass ingredients, you can check if one eye Robinsons. If we are trying to attend a fire, if you want to 1880, we try to mature as iminyaka. If you take care of the juristic person from a very young age, apho usambiza ngegama engekabi nanto naye. Legacy yakhe it's lento kuthiwa iphila ubomi obungaphakathi the juristic person. Ine-identity number kuthiwa i-registration number. I-ID document yakhona kuthiwa i-CK as a juristic person. Now, the only thing you can do as a favor to that juristic person, never be selfish. You must make sure it is a person that can live generations and other generations. But the selfishness, can anyone inherit now this juristic person? Because if you are wise enough and get enough advice, this juristic person will forever. And the juristic person, the more a last that the more a gain, the more a gain, the more a gain. Look today, Iba Colonel Saunders, which are a recipe that we have today, 110 times. Yeah, pass the idea, 111. Someone has said, okay, I will fund this idea. One in Colonel Saunders, will you know a white man with a bow tie? Over Kalatina Sekula Kwa Ikamala 990, streetwise true. Because it's a juristic person, even now, you've got an opportunity of heart, your bar, your tender. But I want to have something in this. Because it's a juristic person, inheritable. You can buy, you can sell the juristic person. If not, it distills the necklace because the more time you spend, the more the maturation. Now, as we sitting here, it might be easy for you to say the company. You know that white people in other nations or tribes, white races, do you know why? It's for the juristic person, but and the fully pay for the company. You know about what was happening. We also have one team. About team was a big meal, what you have. No says what's in no says what's at the past, and also what's we are in the end. There's nothing as important as nurturing the juristic person. Learning Katayo. Conceive CIPC, then the rest are benefit anything. You nurture the person of natural whose days are numbered. So you have a company, how you have SARS, how you have a we rather liquidated. So the only one, but CIPC are perish and I tweet, register company at the register. Registering at the register, registering at the register. I can make a life to something that is a potential to live. You know the employee weekend. A weekend was given as an idea about the developer in business management of saying, as much as senior companies, now our holidays. But I spend the money. Let us make 2 days out of this 7. Because even the first day was a Sunday back then. But I know, let's make a Sunday just before our Pella event, before we can. Let us give them a break so that they bring back our money and it's back holiday. So about qualifying weekend. But our weekend is not enough. People cannot spend it all. But let us create holidays, reasons for them to come and spend the money. Call it a Christmas, make it look gloomy. Which they will go and spend because fashion designers, they overall the whole week, the whole month, the whole year. Let us create special days for them to go come buy clothes from us. Make sure that they dress well. Let us create something called whatever you call it, it can be government, but as long as it's business, impose a holiday. Because if there is no holiday, people cannot spend. So abantu abano touristic person, bamfeeder. In order for the natural persons, let us give them a reason to feed the touristic person. Then the plan about the business management. In order for these businesses to grow, we need someone who will feed the business. In order for them to feed, let us give them money, everything is theirs. Because they don't have any touristic person that they feed themselves. The same money about by 7 by we sell a good tina, we can think of how a touristic person can live. If you don't have a business, you're only feeding something that will perish tomorrow, which is yourself and the other person. No matter how foolish or your mentor, but at the end of the day, that person is only living to feed what will perish tomorrow. This is the kind of thing that we should embark on. But as a person, how can I build a legacy that will last for years? Call it your name, call it Nozibele Solution, call it Ngegamala. Because I'll be years and years. As I put my Nozibele Solution. Because it's you. Now it becomes a tombstone. You know what is a tombstone? It's for someone under stress, at the theater and they kumino. I am no, but if you nurture a touristic person, someone in the family, we see or a shareholder, a trust fund in the family, must start another generation, spends the trust account, only to come and manage the same business. That's what I mean by the companies that are all over 150 to 200. All the Commonwealth countries, what's what? In every country, they are talking of a stock exchange, the companies, they know how to nurture a juristic person. I know a natural person, if they have share, make up, now, how do we transfer this energy to make sure that a juristic person can last but give value? You cannot have the CK certification. There's one thing that other races master: networking. The related are networking to support each other. But okay, how do we make the money circulate? Because at the end of the day, I pay it by circulate. Ayolala ayithethi imali yami le weekend ayolala eBnB lodge elile bantu lokuyiplanile from January baye ngo December sekhawuthi lodge ngoba after January kuzawuthi ndenze imali yo seyibala kuphela imali ngeke accountant ngeyiphi ngilele pha chithe imali yakho accountant masifumana imali ayifuna ke nesikhuphe lokunwele zamazimbi bayeva kwena yayonzo hamba kanjani sikhupha kanjani abantwana bebalisa ngakho abantu bagcine se-daycare center ngoba iya-circulator it nalo wase-daycare center indlela uzoyispenda phinda hayi lokunande sikhuphe ngoDisemba noma njalo njalo iya-circulate kakuhle ziyababa zonke zinto. Now that's how other races support each other. They do not want to become us. They say we cannot share with you. We know and if Funani, Mama was saying like age, once you call Mama after 10 years, but Mama so since you kill a lot of things, we don't see you as a mentor, but okay, from fashion designing, Mama, what kind of thing? Let us go to and learn, take a skill from there before. I'm a Sabbath of Palace. Someone is in solar, as a better energy. I look. Yeah, I'm one was fine and food. And Copacabana, I look while one get it, what we end up not I forget, excessive. As of that. These are the qualifications that we should take and make sure that we nurture, because as a music, I don't find them to be uplifting and just a waste of time. If you want them to like the weekend, we can so you know, I tell my boyfriend is one of the right keeps the ball rolling for the natural person, so that when the natural person perishes, we all gather, eat and forget. As in the Mandela, but they like that. So gone today, just a pitch because a natural person. I think as much as about the nice part of it, there's something that is made for you. It's the way you face. Something is made for you. But remember, you do not matter because you perish. Put more effort into a person and you will see the difference. If you stay here or every day, but if the fleshy card lunch, it's your idea, that's why I can tell. No juristic person of any to benefit him at the end. If you don't have show up against we touch up the man. I am John, the accountant. Every time I have like that. What juristic person? Natural person against it, language and stuff. You get the man juristic person, not that in a nice baby. We don't go another level whereby we say, ngeyiphi eyokhala yile ngasophela ephela yina izawuphela but singanexhala lokuphela siyithathele i-insurance ngasolezi at of the day zawuphela noma kuba imali ngeka-life ngathatha ngumntwana lovula i-abuse mhlawumbe ngegqwetha layo lingayinaki lokhe konke ukuze loo mali iphele ngoku. But a company that has got systems, that has got all the black and white guidance, will always be guided, some be accounted by the Lord. This is how legacy the company will play zero and control. This is one thing what functioning Hakunati. I see 5. You were just bringing yourself to keep the machine oil, so that when you talk of the juristic person in the company, you don't joke, you depend on that person. In order for a legacy, almost for a tombstone, it ends there. And a beautiful funeral, yo, the who single black is on it, yo, that you got to no legacy at all. I call upon Bizana so andifuna intombi andina-stress andandikwenza bantu. How about you get your best outfit and attend a business session? Lord is on your boyfriend, as I said, let us start to think and invest on what will last for years and years and years to come. Thank you,
La 1818 ukuthatulwa namhlanje waqala ngo-1818 as unyaka. That's 2 centuries ago. Now I had my logo when I started. Different. Ingathi nabantu abatheni. Ndinalento yokuba I need more people, like, influence, let's have this network. But I need to change it because I associate that logo with 3 things all the time. I was like, volunteering, I was not making money in that business at all. So I changed my logo, not as much as I'm coming from a dreaming, from a muscle I'm limitless, possibilities equal. But let me anchor myself to say, this is a business that will start and continue for generations to come. Hence, I have this new logo now as a mentor and a coach, Nozibele Solutions. So thank you so much for that. Sifuna uba njengazo juristic persons. Sifuna ungahlali just here, kule ndawo siyibonayo. And a lot of the times, people don't even understand where we are here in terms of Iwalkusa. I always want SMMEs to differentiate being small, being medium, being large, being multinational, and being in a JSE listed. Usan International, you can buy shares there. Iku JSE la company. What does that mean? How must I be as an SMME to associate myself with that kind of entity? And I think sometimes we must count ourselves lucky and privileged to be in this area and have a company of that nature. Why do I associate with people like her? I'm only here because of networking. Really, none of the receptionists, I didn't have any mind for a long time. But I had a coach who was the then deputy mayor team. You know that lady? She'll tell me things on the ear as a coach. And she'd have lunches up here, like the owners of the different mall, Masquerade Mall. So we've got the cosmetic brands there. She knew all those people. So she'd invite them for lunch and busy. While we're sitting there, she's going to be the richest lady in Durban. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where does this woman think? But having a mentor and coach really takes that thing in a poverty forward. Let me starts coming out, coming. So networking, being around people of influence, will help you take this dream. Because it's really hands in the soil. Let me say you right so so associate yourselves with the right people. Hence, I love networking or engagement or having this kind of, I call it circle of influence. Who's influencing you? And it goes back to what are you talking about? And for me, having an entrepreneurial spirit, having that seeking, it really means something of being notable. It's something that you must take seriously. E-compliance. Take that tender document. Check what is needed under your industry. Let me tell you. And if anything, you can expand and be the best or the biggest in the world. You don't have to be small or think small all the time. I'm so grateful that we're here today. Thank you so much for that talk. We're going to have our starters quickly. Let's take some photos as well, definitely. Thank you.